Hey guys, this is Quasar. I wanted to touch on a product that I saw listed, lazy arbitrage profits, on the forum. It uh, One of the reasons it made me react was that I saw somebody that just posted that, oh wow, this is a great model, and I'm going to do this, and everyone should do this, and da 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 da. Okay, I'm going to leave this video review as opposed to a written one because it takes too doggone long to write this stuff out, and also I can't be as thorough. So I'm gonna review it on video for you. Uh, there are issues here. The number one question that I've got for the seller of this product is why are you only making $860 a month, selling almost 50 products a month? That's kind of silly to me. That's a lot of effort for a little bit of money. Now, to some of you, that's at least a start. And I'm not going to beat the guy up for only making $860, but it is what it is. I Man, I haven't thought numbers that low in many, many years. But anyway, here's the problem with his deal. Okay, basically the model is a reverse arbitrage model to what you're accustomed to hearing. Most of you are seeing, go ahead and do the Amazon to eBay type thing, and that's okay. That there certainly isn't a problem with that. Amazon has some good products. He also touched on a couple of sites, Walmart.com and Target.com, and there are hundreds and hundreds of others. Well, thousands of others. But anyway, me and my team, and I've trained my team, and I'm going to show you exactly what he does the way he's doing it in the videos. And you've got some serious red flags that you need to be aware of and watch out. And he's got gaping holes in why he's doing what he's doing the way he's doing it. If that makes any sense. I'll show it to you in a minute. But anyway, I just picked a couple of things at random. First thing was the coffee maker that I did solely his way. Second thing that I looked at was a TV that I did solely his way, and again, the it's problematic, and I'm going to use the TV as an illustration because most of you have at least a good, decent working knowledge of flat panels and decent TVs and all that good stuff. So let's hop over to the and again, I picked this item at random. There's nothing special about this other than the fact that hey, it looked like a good deal on Walmart.com. It's $159.99, saving $140. Hey, who wouldn't want to do that? That's sexy, right? So let's sell it. Okay, it's a Scepter 32-inch LED, 720p. Not the greatest TV in the world. They're dreaming if they're saving anybody $140 on this. $159.99. If you're familiar with Walmart and the way they sell, that's full retail. Walmart is not in the business of losing money. And in fact, most people aren't that are major retailers. They didn't get to be several $100 billion company by losing money. So, using this example, let's see what watch count says about it. Okay, and I've already done this because I've already checked it out. It only took me a couple of minutes, so I went ahead and did it. But I just popped the description, and by the description, I'm talking about this right here, and pop the entire thing into watchcount.com. Now, here's the number one issue with this. Let me show you what happens when I ask it to show me what's popular. Sorry, no results were found with or for your search query. Okay, cool. I can handle that. I'll tell you the way that you fix it when you're doing a search. Very simply, what you do is you go up here and you start taking away all this BS. Okay, just Scepter 32-inch. You don't need Ultra Slim. We'll start with this. Now, sometimes you do have to enter in more than this. Okay, but we're going to start with this and see what happens. Okay, now let's see if it finds it for me now. Nope, still doesn't work. Okay, so again, you go ahead and you delete some more, and you try it again. Okay, now we've got a banana. Okay, it does show a listing. It shows it for $189.99 on eBay. Um, I don't know if you noticed it, but I sure as heck did. Using the walkie-talkie example that he used, there sure were a lot of people that were selling it for the same price that Amazon was. Did any of you happen to notice that? I sure did, which raises a whole other issue altogether, is that you have to be a whole lot more selective than that. In addition to making more money, you've just got to be pickier about what you choose. And when you sell something on eBay, it's just as easy to make $100 on it as it is to make five. So why would you want to go low rent? That's again, that's my number one question, guy. But let's pop over to eBay and see what eBay says. Okay, there's a couple of huge red flags here. Number one, there's only 2 listings for this particular model. Now I've already taken the liberty of typing it in so that I don't waste any of your time. Okay, cool. We've got 2 listed here, one at 214.99, one at 235.62. Hey, we can make some bucks here, guys, right? I'm wrong. Let's go to Amazon.com. Again, only 2 listings, which kind of sucks. Again, when I see only 2 listings on eBay, only 2 listings on Amazon, that usually is a red flag in 2 different ways. One, it's either a product that's so new that not enough vendors have it yet. And of course, by vendors, I mean you and I, we're sellers. Or the product doesn't sell well, or it's too new. Any one of those conditions can exist. Okay, but here's the major problem. He's going to Amazon or Walmart or Target or wherever in the world you want to go to eBay. That's his model. Okay, that in and of itself is no problem, and this certainly meets the threshold for free shipping from Amazon. Do not try to do this with a Prime account. They will cut you off quick at Amazon. And I'm pretty sure that even Walmart and Target will eventually catch up to you too, which are other things he fails to mention. But here's the problem, and here's the test, the real test for this product, and the test that you always have to run is you gotta look at completed listings, and more importantly, you gotta look for the ones where this right here, this magic number, is highlighted in green. You can also just show complete listings and it will only show the ones that are sold. Now, a couple of them did sell at $210, but you don't know what drove traffic to these. So there's 2, 3. Here's one at 241. That's a home run. 189. Again, okay. $200. Didn't sell. So those are green, right? Well, let's go a little further back. And then we start seeing some really goofy numbers the further back that I go. 206, 196. Those prices don't particularly thrill me. That's just again not enough money. But this is the step that he's leaving out. I don't care about what's listed other than I want to see how many there are. How many people am I competing against, and at what price point am I competing? Because this is all recent. This is as of July 14th, and it's July 15th today. At 199, this thing has stopped selling. So you've got a pattern here. The last one that was over $200 was sold way back in May. So you're starting to get a historical track record and data also. So anyway, to make a long story short, I wouldn't touch this item. I did a little bit more comprehensive search before I made this video, and I saw some that were selling for 85 and $100. Now, granted, some of those might have been used or refurbished or whatever, but the pricing is not holding up, and that's how you make the judgment calls. Okay, here's the other thing is that he fails to tell you, and it's a must mention. In order to control the arbitrage model from Amazon to eBay, or from any place to eBay, you've got to make the auction short. 3 to 5 days max, which means it's got to be a high turn item. This isn't. You can look at it and you can look at the sales. I mean, the units are closing. They're several days to weeks apart. We can go all the way back to June, and then we start to get back into May. That's too old. That's too old. When it was selling for $200, it's too long ago. So it looks like a good deal, but it isn't. That's the net of what I'm going to tell you here. Don't do this. Don't do it. At least don't do it without doing the litmus test that I'm telling you about. Keeping your auction short, checking the completed listings, and go for bigger bucks. Don't Mickey Mouse around with $5 in profit. You can't get me out of bed for $5 in profit. So anyway, that's it. Quasar out. Have a good one. Hope you use the model wisely and do your homework. Bye for now.